Hi, welcome to Amanda's Parade and Parade Handmade. I'm just having a cup of coffee. It's my first cup of coffee of the day and it's about 5 o'clock. And I've been getting into my arty brain. So I'm getting so dreamy that I was like, oh, maybe I don't have to do the video today. Maybe. And I'm like, no, just go and do it. You're in a happy place. So it could be a good idea. So once again, welcome. And I'm just going to give you a short video this week. I'm still working on a kind of a plan as to what to do with it, the whole YouTube strategy, etc. But at least I have a blank wall here, which is, kind of proud of that. I got the picture down. Just super brief about Shopify. I've been working away on it and I put up a new search bar with what you call them, filters. I had it up there. It was in the main menu, but I wasn't really hadn't got it all functioning, all the bells and whistles sorted. So I got it sorted and I'm very happy with it. So, and it's neat because it's just a little spyglass on the front, so that was grand. And I've tweaked the front page, as in the home page. I've brought some of the products down that were a lot of, say in the gardener section, brought them down, that kind of thing. There was one other thing I tried. There was a thing we have, when you have your reviews. So we have reviews when we use Yotpo. Yotpo is an app that you can get in Shopify. And I use the free package and it's great. And you can basically, when automated emails go out to your customers, and a while later, 3 or 4 weeks after they've received their gift, and you decide, and then they write the review, and I just have them at automatic and they automatically go in. So we have a good few reviews now. So I considered putting the stars up again, which is really kind of cool. If you have an item and it sells really well and you have stars beside it, and it helps people decide, hey, this must be a good thing, etc. But I ran into a glitch. I've posted it, actually. I pasted it into the coding area, so I'm very proud anytime I do something like that. And I moved it around as well to see where it would look best. So that's a brave move for me. Sometimes I think I should go and do a bit of coding, but anyway, we'll see about that. So did that, played around with it, and then I realized again, which is, it reconfirmed my previous thoughts on the matter. Because we're handmade, chiefly handmade, some things are printed, so there might be multiples of them, so art cards, things like that, but very few items are multiples. A few of the charm earrings are very specific. Most items are a one-off. And there are ways around this, but from the beginning I listed each piece individually, more or less. I've changed that somewhat, but not enough to make a difference. So what happens is, if you have an item someone really loves it, they write a nice review, they give you 5 stars, it's gone. The URL is gone. So it doesn't show up later in a search. So it won't help you if you've had really good reviews on this item, or a really good review. So I just said, no, even though you had a fantastic victory in getting it in there into the coding and all that, a few times, I just took it out again. But at least I had investigated it and I did that. So done those few things, changed around a few collections, that kind of thing. I really like to have Shopify up to date. So that's good. That's for Parade Handmade. And I've also signed up for a kind of a course. It's not a course, it's how would you say, it's a kind of a course. I've downloaded the pages. It's more like a podcast of how to improve your blogging. So that's going to be good as well. I already had some pointers, but I'd like to have some more because I don't think I'm having enough effect with the blogging. I'm kind of so quiet. No, not as a person, quiet, but I'm an introvert. So there are things that I like to do, and then there are things I don't like to do, like publicity, which is hilarious, but publicity freaks me out. But I don't mind talking on camera or teaching in class or, things like that. So I'm a bit of a mystery to myself, but I know there are certain things that I kind of, that stop my gallop. And one of them is pushing offers and newsletters and things like that, and getting under people's noses kind of thing. And the other thing is publicity. The idea of a crowd coming this direction just freaks me out. The chance to be a fine thing, but that kind of worries me a little bit. And also, I don't really know how, really, apart from social media, writing, imagery, presentation, merchandising, all of that, I'm still not big on literally the publicity angle. So therefore contacting maybe magazines and things like that, which I want to. And so I want to work on that, and I want to work on my blogging. So far I've got my blogging underway, and I'm working on my, that was the other thing. I put a subscribe to us piece right on the front page. So when you're on the home page on Parade Handmade, there's a subscription box there suggested to people to subscribe. So that was a victory as well. So I'll stop right there, and I can update you on all that again. But my last thing, my best thing this week, and I might show a little bit tomorrow and then edit this video, but because I'm just sitting here, and I know this is kind of a little bit boring, but I'm so glad I got into painting. And even though it might not sound it, it's calmed my mind. The whole day I sat there and I come up with a little picture. So it's just a happy thing for me to be able to produce anything at the moment. I've had such a block. If it's not writer's block, it's painter's block. I just haven't been able to sit myself down and paint. And I love it. It's probably my most favorite thing, my most natural thing that I can do. And I just had this big, So I just sat myself down this morning with all the paints and all my boards around. And I just said, just play, just do what you want. And I decided yesterday what I was going to do, the approach I was going to make, just to be easy on myself, just to take the pressure off, was to just put paint on, and then from that see an image within that, and then just work. It's a bit like a doodle. It's very therapeutic. It's a very, very soft way to bring yourself in. If it had not been an image of anything in particular, that would have been fine too. But it worked out in a certain way for me, and I'm just thrilled. So I realize now partially what was my problem. And I think what my problem was, I think, has been, if you've ever had this before, not just that I was afraid to start because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to do it. That's always there. I always have this major big block of, I can't do it, or I can't continue or proceed with an image, or I can't start an image, or I can't start a new sketch or whatever, because I'm afraid I won't be able to do it. Yeah, sometimes I can't do it, but in general, you can do something, and I don't know what that is about. But this time, I think what it was about was being still. My mind hasn't been so still for a long time, and it's still in an enjoyable way. Blogging is fine, writing is fine, concentrating on editing photographs and things like that, that's fine. But this is so dreamy and creative. I had Enya on in the background, and it was just, had the door wide open, the cats were coming in and out. It was just lovely, and it was just what I used to do all the time. So I'm going to try and make myself some time to do literally just that. Whatever about making cards, which I finished this week. I'm going to photograph them tomorrow. And I've updated some photography for not for social media, for Shopify. So I'm updating all the imagery in Shopify as well in the background. But this was a day for art, and I am thrilled. So I am going to try, and I'll show you a little tiny bit tomorrow, and then I'm going to do the end of this video because I think I should, for your sake. I know. For just because I wanted this just to be a little roundup this week and to give you a little bit of update of what's going on. So I'm not even going to say goodbye. I'm going to say see you in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. All right. Thanks for watching. I did it. I'm finally getting the final parts of my handmade cards done. So I've done a lot of stamping this morning, and now I'm just chopping these up and putting them into piles and then into my little little envelopes. It reminds me of school. We used to make these in school for, the way you used to make tape covers and all of that. Definitely showing my age now, which I don't really hide much. But yeah, so they're really cute. They're in these bags, and I'm going to put a little sticker on there, and each one will go with each card. And so you have a little choice of, the greetings that you want to stick on the inside, so the cards aren't just for one thing. So this is taking a little longer than I thought. Everything always does. So I'm enjoying it though. And in my mind, I'm putting off and putting off and putting off what I really want to do today, which is art. But I'm doing this lately. I'm putting it off because I'm afraid to start. So either way, I'm going to finish these, have a little relax for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go and paint. And that's it. Put my foot down, not waiting to get in the mood. So wish me luck. I finally got myself back into the painting, and with that, cue a putty tat. Hiya. So yeah, I'm really happy. So this is just to loosen me up a little bit. I'm doing just whatever comes to mind. I haven't a plan. So put the paint on, and then I just start touching it up and direct from the tube. I have a little bit out on the paper now, just because I do one-handed. But yeah, I'm just having a little bit of fun now. The freer you can be, I find, the better. The better it is in the long run. So I'll show you how I'm getting on later. See if I've come up with anything interesting. Hiya. Well, this is the last little bit I promised to add in today. I'm not entirely sure how wise it is to do shooting on a painting day. I don't know. It's there, I've got a few done in the background. I kind of feel I'm reporting what I've done rather than just sharing with you the experience. So I'm onto a thing at the moment. It's a kind of dreamy thing. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad in the end, but I'm doing it anyway. And it's great. I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's really calming my mind. Hence the quandary as to whether I should keep going with the reporting on a day like this. So I don't know. So yeah, that's me. I'm working away on my little projects, and I'm really happy. But I have to change soon over to a new tack. So I'm going to work away maybe for an hour, and it's great that the light is extending. So I'm going to take some shots. I'm trying to renew the shots on Shopify over a period of time. Not all the shots, but just maybe some of the original ones, because they were done in haste to get the website up. So I'm kind of ashamed of some of them. So going back over them. So I'm going to do a batch, regularly, so that I can get them up and it's not swamping my whole work time. So I'm going to take some shots, and I'm going to edit this video and get it up and try and keep to that schedule. And I want to keep to my arty schedule as well, the new arty schedule. So yeah, that's, it's the usual trick of juggle, 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 but I'm really, really happy that I did it. And it's really calmed my mind. So yeah, that's that whole thing of having a block. I didn't even really know I had a block. I thought I was just not having enough time. But when I did have the time, I still wouldn't do it, if you know what I mean. So it was down to what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I just was afraid to start, and I didn't know what I wanted to do either, really. I had lots of ideas, but too many ideas, and I hadn't kind of brought them back down. So now I've done a few, and they're not masterpieces yet, but I will keep going, and then hopefully I'll get more and more at ease with it, and back into the swing. So thank you for watching, and good luck with your projects this week. And like and subscribe if you think you can identify with any of this nonsense. Bye.